Students, welcome back to our BSc second year physics class. In last lecture, we discussed about cardinal points and we stopped at properties of nodal points and nodal planes. Now, in today's lecture, we are going to derive that properties. In first property, we are saying that the nodal points are a pair of conjugate points on the axis having unit positive angular magnification. That we have to derive. The nodal points are a pair of conjugate points on the axis having unit positive angular magnification. Okay. So, let H1P1 and H2P2 from this figure, the H1P1 and H2P2 be the first and second principal planes of optical system. Let AF1 and BF2 be the first and second focal planes respectively. AF1 and BF2. AF1 and BF2 are the first and second focal planes respectively. Consider a point situated on the first focal plane from A. Draw a ray AH1 parallelly to the axis. A conjugate ray will proceed from point H2. A conjugate ray proceed from a point H2. It appoint in the second principal plane such that H2P2 is equal to H1P1 and will pass through the second focus F2. Second focus F2. Take another ray AT1 parallel to the emergent ray H2F2. Parallel to the emergent ray H2F2 and incident on the first principal plane at a point T1, it will emerge out from a point T2, a point on a second principal plane, such that T2P2 is equal to T1P1, and that ray will proceed for parallel to the H2F2, The point of intersection of the incident ray AT1 and conjugate imaginary ray T2R. With the axis gives the position of nodal points. It gives the position of a nodal points. It is clear that 2 points N1 and N2 are a pair of conjugate points and their incident ray AN. Incident ray AN1 is parallel to the conjugate emerged ray T2R. AN1 is parallel to the T2R and it is parallel to the H2F2 also. Further, if we see the angle tan alpha 1 is equal to tan alpha 2, tan alpha 1 is equal to tan alpha 2, the ratio of tan alpha 1 by tan alpha 2 is equal to gamma. It represents angular magnification, means what? Tan alpha 2 by tan alpha 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, the point N1 and N2 are a pair of conjugate points on the axis having unit positive angular magnification. So, the distance between, so from this we can say that the nodal points are a pair of conjugate points on the axis having unit positive angular magnification. Is there any doubt in this first derivation? Okay. For all these properties we are going to use this diagram number 6. Okay. So second, the distance between two nodal point, second property, the distance between two nodal point is always equal to the distance between two principal points. Distance between two principal points, that we have to show that. We see that the right angle triangle T1 P1 N1 and T2 P2 N2, just see in this figure, T1 P1 N1 and T2 P2 N2, these are the right angle triangles in which T1 P1 is equal to T2 P2. Angle T1 P1 N1 is equal to angle T2 P2 N2, means angle P1 and P2 both are same. One side is equal, another angle is equal. Therefore, these two triangles are congruent because P1 N1 is equal to P2 N2. P1 N1 is equal to P2 N2. Two side and one angle is same. So adding N1 P2 to both the sides, adding N1 P2 on both sides, it gives P1 N1 plus N1 P2 is equal to N2 P2 plus N1 P2. N1 P2. If we add these two, just see P1 N1 plus N1 P2. P1 N1 plus N1 P2. It gives P1 P2. After that, N2 P2 plus N1 P2. It gives N1 N2. N1 N2. It means that the distance between two nodal points is always equal to the distance between two principal points. Thus, the distance between two principal points N1 and N2 is equal to the distance between the two principal points. Okay. In first property, we are saying that the nodal points are a pair of conjugate points on the axis having unit positive angular magnification. In second case, the distance between two nodal points is always equal to the distance between two principal points. Is always equal to the distance between two principal points. Okay. Next, third property. The nodal point N1 and N2 coincide with the principal points P1 and P2 respectively whenever the refractive indices on either sides of the lens are the same. If refractive index on both sides of lens is same, then the nodal points N1 and N2 coincide with principal point P1 and P2. That we have to show that. How? So, for that, let us consider two right angle triangles T1 P1 N1 and triangle T2 P2 and N2. T1 P1 and N1 and T2 P2 and N2, in which AF1, just see this figure, T1 P1 N1 T2 P2 and N2. So AF1 is equal to H2 P2. AF1 is equal to H2 P2. AF1 is parallel to or equal to H1 P1 and H2 P2. Okay. So angle AN1 F1 is equal to angle H2 F2 P2. H2 F2 P2. The two triangles are congruent. If two triangles are congruent, means what? F1 N1 is equal to P2 F2. F1 N1 is equal to P2 F2. P2 F2. F1 N1 is equal to F1 N1 is equal to P2 F2. f1 n1 is equal to p2 f2 can be, or but f1 n1 can be written as f1 n1 plus p1 n1, f1 p1 plus p1 n1. If we substitute that value, p1 n1 plus f1 p1 is equal to p2 f2. Or if we rearrange this equation, we get p1 n1 is equal to p2 f2 minus f1 p1, p2 f2 minus f1 p1. Also, p2 f2 and p1 f1 are nothing but the focal length of that system. Therefore, p2 f2 is equal to plus f2, small f2, p1 f1 is equal to minus f1. If we substitute this value, p1 n1 is equal to p2 n2, p2 n2, which is equal to f1 plus f2, which is equal to f1 plus f2. As the medium is the same on the both side of the system, it gives f2 is equal to minus f1, f2 is equal to minus f1. Therefore, p1 n1 is equal to p2 n2 is equal to 0, It shows that the principal points coincide with the nodal points when the optical system is situated in the same medium. When the optical system is situated in the same medium. Okay. In this way, we can show or we can prove these three properties of a nodal points. If you have any doubt in this, you can ask me anytime. After this properties of nodal points, we are going to discuss construction of image using cardinal points. How we can construct an image by using a cardinal points, that we have to discuss. After that, we are going to prove a Newton's formula, then combination of two thin lenses, focal length of a system, okay. After that, lens aberration, chromatic or monochromatic aberration or chromatic aberration, spherical aberration, that we have to discuss. After that, in eyepiece, first we have to discuss Huygens eyepiece, its construction, its working, its theory, and equivalent focal length, some merits and demerits, and their cardinal points. Okay. After that, we have to discuss a Ramstein eyepiece. Then we reach at a destination, router destination. Okay. Any doubt in this? If you have any doubt, ask me in comment section. The remaining part of this chapter we'll discuss tomorrow. Thank you.